to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Kessler. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side. But when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Here's Collier. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Collier. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Markkanen. It's up a 3. And Holmgren pulls it down. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Here's Dort. A three-pointer, no good. Outside, Sexton. Down low. Here's Kessler. It's deflected. Spins. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, boy, how slippery is SGA on the dribble drive. Just so difficult to stay in front of him.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Collins, that's a two-pointer. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Well, the versatility he possesses makes him a very tough cover, guys.
And a wide-open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop break. You're right, once he gets his hands on the miss. Here's Collier. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Utah trailing here. Pass to Kessler. Here's Collier. It's stolen by Dort. And here's the fast break. Goes up. And it's Williams throwing it down.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And Utah has possession. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What you got for us, DA?
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Daigneault said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. You know, David, he is fearless.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander has length, has anticipation, makes a defensive play and turns it into offense.
To end the run, Kessler, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 8. To the paint, stolen by Collins. He takes it in, and it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's aggressive defense. Shai always competing on that end of the floor.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. And it's Utah's ball, trailing by 10. Pass to Clarkson. And he converts the layup.
Jordan Clarkson showing he's capable of finishing inside.
Now Caruso. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Here's Wiggins. The rebound by the Jazz.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
Here's Sexton. Kept alive. 3 seconds left.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for the Thunder. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basket. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Thunder?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Pass to Filipowski. Over Hartenstein. Shot's good by Filipowski. The Thunder leading by 6. Inside, Williams. The 8-footer. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Up top, Markkanen. Still without a basket. Pass to Filipowski. Outside, Markkanen. 6 to shoot. Off target with his 3. Dort with the ball. George picks him up. To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Jazz trailed by 8. On the wing, George. Got a piece of it. Here's Hartenstein. Dort wide open. And it's hauled in by Lauri Markkanen.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Right wing. Here's Filipowski. Another miss by Utah.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Holmgren. Williams with the ball. Here's Hartenstein. And they pick up 2. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 10 now for the Thunder.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. George with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Juzang, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And the dunk by Hartenstein.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day. Kevin?
Of that attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a 3, but go with the easy hoop.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. The Thunder leading by 10. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Let's go. Rebound by Williams. There's 45 seconds left in the first half of the game. Back to Hartenstein. Yep, that one goes in there. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 13 now for the Thunder.
Well, there's an aggressive mentality in play. Working close, find a way to score.
Here's Collins. That one wide left.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Outside Williams. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And the shot goes in.
Woo-hoo-hoo! The burst of speed from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Put it on the deck, get to the cup.
Sexton for 3. The shot comes out.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Here's Collier. No scoring in this one. Driving to the basket. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And that one misses. You know, when you talk about this Jazz team, Doris, you have to mention head coach Will Hardy.
You certainly do, Kevin, because remember, he came from the Boston Celtics organization. He also had a history in San Antonio. He is known as an excellent tactician. He does an incredible job scouting. Utah always one of the best prepared teams in the league.
Here's Markkanen. Thunder with the rebound. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Chalk up 2 there. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 15.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Dort, left side. And the rejection by Collins. Jazz trailed by 17. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Hartenstein. That one's not going to go. And it's the Jazz's ball. To the wing right side. Here's Collier. Here's Kessler. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kessler, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams changing it up here.
Give a big hand for your dad's team.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Collier, and he makes that one. Collier's got 4 points in the quarter.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
From the inbound, nice defense from Dort.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Williams with the ball. He's picked up by Collins. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams.
It's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Here's Collier. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander. The Jazz shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And one of the highlights last year for this group was the fact that they were so efficient from the charity stripe. That's a huge factor.
Doris, when you think of the Utah Jazz, where do they fit in a very competitive Western Conference?
Well, think about it, Kev. The Gobert and Mitchell era was successful, but they couldn't get to the ultimate prize. So then you trade those 2 players away, you get a load of picks. This is the direction you've chosen, but now it's going to take some time and some patience. What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
The Jazz shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And he ends up missing both free throws. Now the Thunder with it. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. And that one's good, Gilgeous-Alexander.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here's Collins from outside. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. It's good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 27.
Well, that's a big-time strong take right there by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander on the deck. Score it. Yes, sir.
Oh, no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
So both teams making some changes here. Good on the second free throw. Greg Collins-Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, so you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
To the inside, Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Isaiah Joe.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And George gets it to go.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
Kicks it out to Wiggins. Here's Caruso. Filipowski grabs the board. Puts up a deep three. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Caruso with the ball. On three-pointer, Wiggins. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair.
21.
Thunder out in front
Thunder.
as they wrap up the third quarter with a huge surge. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. No good that time. And here's Utah. Here's Hendricks. Clarkson outside. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't nail the jumper. And it's the Thunder with the ball. It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. It's good.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Oklahoma City. Clarkson outside. Shoots over Dort. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from three. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Pass to George. It's stolen by Dort. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 33 points. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for the Thunder.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And the shot goes down. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
The first one falls.
Name a type of shot Keyonte George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all three levels.
So he gets them both. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And he makes good on the layup. And it's 37 points for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
Shot clock at 3. It's hauled in by George. Sexton with it. Dort covering. Pass to Markkanen. Over Holmgren. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. You know, they've barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Here's George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Isaiah Hartenstein. Second personal foul.
That one is off.
Second team foul. At the line for 2. George.
He's off on the second. And it's the Thunder with the ball. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. Pass to Kessler. Fires the 3. Another miss by Utah.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Sexton. Rebound, Utah. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Thunder.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
Sexton on the wing. George with the ball. He's picked up by Holmgren. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Alexander. Third personal foul. Third team.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for Utah. George. 2 shots.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
And that one drops for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 43 points.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've gotten hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took